Automatically now 16 participants have been joined. So basically, I am going to share the screen with the PDF version which I have just worked out, which I want to show you so that you can understand step by step. And once I have completed one problem, then I will ask you whether you have any kind of doubts or anything else. So then only you can give me the the raise your hands, or you can unmute yourself so that you can ask me the questions. But make sure you have to realize that you have to understand each and every steps. Until and unless you have understood all the steps, you cannot leave your zeal to understand those things, because those problems may appear in semester exams which are related to your theoretical side. Now, I'm going to share first the screen with a fuzzy extension model, right? So I guess the screen is supposed to be visible. Now, what is first of all what we need to understand is what is this kind of extension principle? We have learned so far the relation, the extension principles, like this max mean product, right? So basically, here also this kind of extension principle is going to be followed while we are doing a typical a typical and an unique kind of problems. So these kind of problems are based on Zade's extension principle. Zade is one researcher who in the year of 1970 invented this kind of extension principle. And he told us that suppose we have one fuzzy set like A. You can see in problem 1 that here we have one fuzzy set like set A, right? So we can see that okay, now just recapitulate step by step, take your time and recapitulate step by step in a very calm manner, that whenever we have uh, done the first class of fuzzy membership functions and fuzzy set, then we have expressed that how we can represent fuzzy set. And then if you can remember, we have told you that fuzzy sets can be represented by within a second bracket, and using the x value, that means the linguistic variable value, and also the membership function or the degree of membership at that particular linguistic value. That means what? That means we can expect within the second bracket the linguistic variable x equal to x1, x at x1, that value, and also the degree of membership that x is having at x equal to x1. And that is why we can express this particular fuzzy set as, in the second bracket, one membership function, degree of membership, oblique the linguistic variable, comma, then again the degree of membership value at if x at x equal to x2, oblique the linguistic variable value of x at x2, and comma, and so on. And you can remember that we can also represent this fuzzy set by replacing this comma with a plus sign. That is what you can see here, that the fuzzy set is going to be described, the degree of membership of the linguistic variable x. Suppose that means this is a capital X set, and obviously this is having a small values of small x1, small x2, small x3, small x4, small x5, small x6, small x7. That means this capital X set is having 7 linguistic variable values. That means what? That means the linguistic variable is here basically small x, and this small x is creating a fuzzy set which is denoted by capital X. And obviously this linguistic variable small x is having 7 values at x equal to small x. Obviously minded, small x equal to x1, x equal to x2, x equal to x3, x equal to x4, x equal to x5, x equal to x6, and x equal to x7. Now, at these 7 linguistic variable value, we can expect the degree of membership at this x equal to x1 to x equal to x10, x7 by this 0, this point 1, this is uh, point 0.3, this is 1, this is 0.2, this is 0, and obviously this is, 0. Fine. Fine. So basically, what we need to do is now, so we basically, this Zade has told us that if we have this kind of fuzzy set A, then, we can expect a fuzzy set B, which is nothing but the function of A. That means this fuzzy set, the new set B, can be evolved as a function of A, that is f of A, whenever this A fuzzy set is having, linguistic variable x, and this is already, the computation, the expression has to be, defined by certain mathematical expression. So mathematical expression is nothing but this fuzzy set, this new fuzzy set B is having the linguistic variable small y1, y2, y3, and obviously so on up to yn. Now, how much values, I mean, how much linguistic variables this new B set, new fuzzy set B is going to have, that depends on some extension principles. So how we are going to apply this extension principle, that is going to be clear whenever we are going to follow the numerical examples. But every time whenever we are going to apply this Zade's extension principles, two things are given. One is obviously the set, fuzzy set, where you can easily, uh, create your fuzzy set of linguistic variable x by taking all this, the right hand side of this oblique portion, that is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. And obviously, the second thing which is obviously given to your problem, that is the mathematical expression, which is basically the relationship between the fuzzy linguistic variables small x and small y, which are nothing but the, the linguistic variable of, fuzzy set A and fuzzy set B, and it is having a kind of, mathematical expression where obviously whenever this fuzzy set B is the function of fuzzy set A, so automatically the linguistic variable belongs to fuzzy set B, that is also the function of, linguistic variable of fuzzy set A, and automatically these two linguistic variables are having a kind of mathematical expression, and for this problem only this expression will be given as y equal to x square. That means whenever we are getting x value like x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, and x7, we are having, y values as y1, y2, y3, and so on by computing the x of whole square. Fine. Up to this is the problem which you are given, and obviously the Zadeh's extension principle in this manner, tells us that we can expect, if we are having a fuzzy set A like this, we can expect a new fuzzy set B, which is a function of fuzzy set A, and that is, you can expect the image of all the linguistic variables, image of linguistic variables. But obviously we cannot expect the each one in linguistic variables like this. So how can this image will be evolved? That will be evolved by using this extension principle, which is invented by Zadeh in the year of 1970. Now we are going to follow what he has invented for us. Now, starting with the solution of this problem, we have started with this particular line that we are now, I mean, either we are given in this problem, or we can, write and we can form this fuzzy set capital X by, seeing this, I mean, fuzzy set A, and we can only take all these, right hand side of the oblique part, which I have just told, which we know that these are the linguistic variable values, and we can form this X set even if we are not given in the problem. Now, what happens? Since y equal to fx equal to x square, that is given, so automatically now we know that these are all x1, x2, x3 and so on. So now we are going to compute what is our f of minus 3. F of minus 3 is nothing but minus 3 whole square, that is 9. You can, surprisingly see that f of 3 also gives you 9, right? So basically f of 3 is nothing but equal to f of minus 3 for this particular problem, and we, for both the cases, we will obtain 9. So basically this is, you can term it, this is as y1. That means you have to create another, fuzzy set of linguistic variable y, which is basically associated with your new fuzzy set b. So this is, you can say that this is your y1, 9 for, the linguistic variable of x1 and x7, which is minus 3 and 3. So it is now the image of linguistic variable of x1 and x7, which appears as y1 in the new fuzzy set B. Fine. Now, similarly, if you take f of 2 or f of minus 2, then again, if you follow this particular y equal to fx equal to x square, if you compute this, you can find in both cases you will obtain 4, right? So basically, this 4, you can term it as y2, basically y2, which is nothing but the image evolved for the linguistic variable of x2 and x6. This is your x2 and this is your x6. Fine. So basically you will get 4 for both two both two linguistic variables of x set. Again, for f of minus 1, which is equal to f of 1, because every time we are getting 1, and we have one unique f of 0, because this is not, similar for any such cases. So here f of 0 is going to have this 0 square, which gives you 0. Now you will have, you can see that you will have now 4 y values. That means 4 linguistic variables values, where y equal to y1, y2, y3 and y4. So basically you can, form one fuzzy set capital Y by having only this linguistic variable of small y1, small y2, small y3 and small y4, by writing, inside one second bracket, that one is 9, another is 4, another is 1 and another is 0. So this is now your linguistic variables of new fuzzy set B. Fine. Now, what about the membership values? That means degree of membership. Why? Because if you want to create one new fuzzy set, again you need one membership values as well as the linguistic variable values. Linguistic variable values you have already found out. Now, what about the membership value? Now, you can see, since these two membership values, these two linguistic values, these two linguistic values, when give you a single, linguistic variable values in the new fuzzy set, then automatically the membership, degree of membership at these two linguistic values will return you a single membership value or single degree of membership in your new fuzzy set as well. So can you, in this manner, in this process, Zade told us that whenever we are dealing with only one fuzzy set, that is given as A, and we are going to create another single fuzzy set, that is B, which is nothing but the function of only one fuzzy set A, then whenever we are having the similar kind of linguistic variable which gives you a similar new linguistic variable value, then the membership, degree of membership for the new fuzzy set will be evaluated by taking max of those two membership values, which is which you can obtain from, or which you can extract it from your given fuzzy set A. So if you want to see, go back, and if you want to see what is your fuzzy fuzzy set for A, then you can see that this -3 is having the degree of membership 0, and the plus +3 is having the degree of membership again 0. So basically this will give you, a very simple thing, because among these two, no one is max. You can simply, take 0 as the max of this 0 and 0, the two degree of membership value at f of -3 and f of 3, and you will be having the new, degree of membership at new linguistic variable 9 as 0. That means you can found the first value of this new fuzzy set B as 0 by 9, right? Now, if you go further by following this particular, process, then you can have also, you can have to find out the degree of membership, the new degree of membership, which is associated with the, linguistic variable of -2 and +2 as well. Then if I again go back, then you can see that here you will have the degree of membership 0.1, which is associated with -2, and you will have the 0, which is associated with the +2, +2. Then again, if you are going to take this 0.1 and 0, and you can have the max of max between these two values, you will be having 0.1. So this is now the new degree of membership, which is associated with your linguistic value of 4, which is coming from the -2 and +2, these two linguistic variables of the fuzzy set A. Similarly, for now, I think this particular process is, has become clear to everyone. So by following this process, we can move forward. That one thing. I'm coming to Ujjwal once I complete this thing. By following this particular thing, if I continue this, so basically, for membership values of -1 at f of -1, and obviously the membership value of +1 at f of 1, basically what we need to do is we need to collect this 0.3 and obviously this 0.2, and we need to find out which one is max between this 0.3 and 0.2, and obviously we will have 0.3 as a max between these two, and obviously the membership value of 0, this is the one single variable which we have. So there is now no such competition by taking max or anything else. So basically we straight away copy the degree of membership what we had in the fuzzy set A, which is 1. So basically now our new fuzzy set has been evolved, which is 0 by 9 plus 0.1 by 4, obviously, plus 0.3 by 1 and plus 1 by 0. So this is what we have in our, particular problem. So this is what we can have. This is kind of, example. So basically, yes, Ujjwal, this is what we have in our, problem solution. This is absolutely correct, which is 0 by 9 plus 0.1 by 4 plus 0.3 by 1 plus 1 by 0. So now I am going to ask everybody, so is this particular problem is clear? If you can, ask this, then I can move to the next problem. First of all, tell me whether this is clear or you have any queries. First, I am going to solve this.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. You're audible.
ম্যাম
আকাশ?
বলছি একটা ডাউট
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ,
আছে। হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ,
হ্যাঁ
বলো,
একটা
বলো।
ডাউট আছে।
Yes, হ্যাঁ, বলো।
ম্যাম বলছি ম্যাম যে এক্স যেটা আপনি বললেন যে লিঙ্গুইস্টিক ভেরিয়েবল,
Right.
ওটা কি আমি মেম্বারশিপ ভ্যালু বলতে পারি?
না 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 একদম বলতে পারি না, কারণ বেসিক্যালি linguistic variables means what? Linguistic variables means we can expect values such as 1, such as 3, such as 4, such as 10. But membership values, if you can remember, that membership values always lie between 0 and 1, the closed interval, right? তার মানে কি
ওকে।
বেসিক্যালি এই মেম্বারশিপ, এই যে লিঙ্গুইস্টিক ভেরিয়েবলটা কি, if you can remember that how we can represent graphically the linguistic variable and the membership function, যদি membership function এর গ্রাফ গুলো একটু মনে করো, then you can expect that you can remember that we have one x or y, this kind of two-dimensional graph, right? Then x axis always represents the linguistic variable, that means x equal to x1 like 1, x equal to x2 like 3, x equal to x4 like 5, x equal to x 4 like 7. তার মানে কি across this x axis we can place 1, 3, 2, 4, 7 like this, 10, 20 like this. And obviously the degree of membership, that means whatever be the degree of membership at x equal to x1, that means x equal to, let's say, 3, what is the degree of membership, whether it is 0.3, whether it is 0.7, whether it is 0.4, that is going to be marked across this y axis, right? And then again, then obviously by by creating those points, at x equal to 3, suppose we have found the membership value like 0.3, so we can mark those point at along this x-axis, that 0.3. Suppose again we are going to take that x equal to 5, that means x equal to x2, that means again the second linguistic variable. This x, mind it, this x is the small x, small letter x, fine. And small letter x is having, whenever you can reach, you can extend the x-axis, just imagine that you are going to extend this x-axis starting from 0, automatically you can expect more number of values. So basically starting from 0 you can expect 1, you can expect 2, you can expect 3, and you can expect up to n. So these are all small x1, small x2, small x3, small x4, these are all the values of linguistic variable small x at x equal to x1, at x equal to x2, at x equal to x3, at x equal to x4. Though these are points, right? Points of the membership, points of the linguistic variable. And based on this, x equal to the 3, automatically you can have a certain kind of mathematical expression or certain kind of membership function expression, from where you can evaluate, suppose the degree of membership 0.3 at x equal to 2. Suppose 0.5 at x equal to 5. Suppose 0.7 at x equal to 7. So you can again, mark, that means you can, if you can further, if you can follow my hand right now, Akash, you can, you can move further along x-axis, that x equal to 2. Suppose I am getting the membership value of 0.2, right? This is one point. Again, if you move further, that at x equal to 4, you are getting the membership value of 0.4. X equal to 6, suppose 0.6. So you are getting, if you can now join this point, you will having a degree of a curve of membership function, a curve which depicts the degree of membership values at x equal to x1, x equal to x2, x equal to x3. That is why this x1, x2, x3 all belongs to the set x. That is why these are all the linguistic variable values. But this mu of this mu of x, this is nothing but the membership or the degree of membership which is associated of x. Now why we have given this suffix b? That means this membership, this degree of membership belongs to new fuzzy set b. If we have written the a here, a in the suffix, that means we are going to indicate that this degree of membership is associated with the previous fuzzy set or the fuzzy set given to the problem A. Now this is clear. Is this clear, Akash?
Yes, ma'am.
ম্যাম আমার একটা কোশ্চেন আছে।
বল।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, বলছিলাম যে এখানে অলরেডি যেটা গিভেন 0/-3 আছে, এরকম করে 7টা আছে, মানে এদিকে -3 দেখতে গেলে ওইদিকে 3 আছে, এদিকে -2 ওদিকে 2।
Yes.
এদিকে -1 ওদিকে 1, তো এখানে যদি -3 আছে, যদি অন্যদিকে মানে লাস্টে যদি আমি অন্য কোনো নাম্বার থাকে
Exactly, থাকবে
-4,
থাকবে এক্স্যাক্টলি থাকবে।
হ্যাঁ সেই ক্ষেত্রে
That
কি হবে?
হ্যাঁ, that is what I am going to I mean show you in the next problem, যে সেটা
ওকে ওকে।
এক্স্যাক্টলি একদম সেকুলার একটা জিনিস হবে, যেরকম যেরকম that I mean in the same process what we have we have done for this zero, because zero is separate case, zero is an individual case. Here we cannot have any zero like this, so we can direct copy for this only problem whenever we are going to have this only one fuzzy set. That is why first of all we are going to I mean show you the first the first at first the one page which is which I have numbered in the sixth page, and I mean the last page. That page I am going to I mean show you first after completing this particular problem. এই প্রবলেমটার জন্য ক্লিয়ার? এবার এই প্রবলেমটার
ওকে
জন্য
ম্যাম,
ক্লিয়ার
হ্যাঁ
গেছে? ফাইন। এবার আগে তো তাহলে দেখো, তাহলে বোঝা গেল যে what Zade has suggested for us for a particular problem where we have only one fuzzy set. বারবার আমি বলছি, কেন বলছি, why I am saying this, obviously it has some relevance with this particular term, that we have only one fuzzy set in this particular problem. Only one fuzzy set, that means only A, not we are having two fuzzy sets, A1, A2, A3, like that. We have only one fuzzy set A, and if we are given this kind of only one fuzzy set, and we are given one mathematical expression, then by computing this particular mathematical expression we can you know create a new fuzzy set where all the, I mean, which is going to be the function of this fuzzy set. And obviously, all the linguistic variables this new fuzzy set is going to have, which is the y1, y2, y3, y4, and so on. These are all, evolved by some kind of extension principle from the linguistic variables which the fuzzy set A has, which is x1, x2, x3, and so on. This is clear? Now I am going to show
হ্যাঁ ওকে
you.
ম্যাম।
Okay, I am going to show you first the page number 6, which is what our Zade is saying. Zade is saying that this is the rule for solving problem on fuzzy extension principle. What is that? That if you have one function, that means containing one variable, just a minute, containing one variable, that means say fx equal to fx x square. So then, and if you get similar values of fx, that means whenever we are having this fx1 equal to fx2 and like this, then we have to use the max of the membership, degree of membership, what I mean which are associated with the function, with the linguistic variable of x1 and x2. So this is point number 1. But obviously, we can expect more than one variables as well. This is the point number 2. That means if you have function containing two variables like x1 and x2, that is also I am coming to in the second problem. So once this is clear, this is clear. Now if this is clear, now I am going to show you the second problem, which is this. Suppose we are given that a equal to like this. Fine. So basically what we have is we don't have -1 here. We only have -2 and 2, but we have two distinct value, -1 and 0. This can be 3 and 0 as well. What you have just told. So basically we have fx equal to x square minus 4. In the previous problem, we have only x square. Here we have x square minus 4. And now we are going to compute what is b equal to function of fa. So automatically, the linguistic variables, what b is going to expect, those are also becoming the function of f of x as well. So what we are going to do is, we can here you can see that x is not given. So we are going to create first x set. That is nothing but the linguistic variable x1, x2, x3, and x4 what we have. So these are all -2, -1, 0, and 2. Okay, by the time I am completing this, problem, you start giving attendance by writing your name and roll number, so that whenever this particular session is going to end, again I am going to, online to continue the fuzzy extension principle of having two variables. Now, this is f of -2. Now this is f of -2. That means now f of -2 and f of +2. Here also again we are having, this is a kind of same situation. But obviously if we have f of -2 here, so -2 whole square -4, that will give you 0. Fine. But apparently this is, if this is f of 2, we are dealing with f of 2, then also apparently we are having the same value which is giving us 0. But what about f of -1 and f of 0? The same process will be followed if we could have f of 3, f of 5, f of 7. Nothing will be going to be changed whenever we have only single variable which is not having any kind of similar kind of linguistic variable in x of 7 or x of 6 or x of 1 or x of 3. This is a separate case which is having, f of x2 or f of x3. These are the unique case, and this unique case will be followed if we will have here some kind of 0.7 divided by 4, 0.7 or comma 0.8 divided by 3. These are all include separate unique cases. So here also, for the separate cases, we are going to find out what is f of -1, that is -1 x square -4, and it will give you -3, and x square -4 by taking, this f of 0, we are getting -4. So basically what we will have is, we will have three distinct, y variables for new fuzzy set B. One is 0 because these two are common. One is 0, another is -3, another is -4. So basically what we are having is, we are having this kind of thing. So basically what we have is, whenever we are having the similar kind of thing, we are going to compute what is our max. What is our max?